This competition, the 100, you're playing in front of a sellout crowd, you look around, it's families, it's kids. There's a real excitement around it. It's hard not to enjoy that.
You've managed to pull Ben Stokes back to the Superchargers.
He's like an iconic figure, he's got that aura. Every time he walks into his room, people know he's there. You know, I went in the dressing room with England last year and it was amazing watching him operate.
I feel like if the 100 had been around when you were in your prime, it would have been your ideal.
I'd have been top bracket.
You would have been.
No.
You would have been. Fred, you've crossed the Pennines.
Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? Because obviously playing at Lancashire all my career, I never wanted to play anywhere else. I never envisioned myself probably coaching aside at Edinburgh. Well, you know what? It's an exciting opportunity. It came across, it was just a straight yes. And in some ways, I think it not being at Old Trafford or being in both Lancashire is exciting as well, because that's all I've ever known. We're now coming across trying to win the Western Terrace over. It's going to be different, because as a player, I used to stand in front of that Western Terrace playing for Lancashire and getting to the most fearful chat. And when I played for England, my first 2 games for England in Test cricket, I got 4 ducks. So they're on me back then. But I managed to turn it round, and I reckon hopefully after 3.5 weeks, I'll be, I was going to say honouring Yorkshire.
You said it was a straight yes when Northie asked you. You've not done any head coaching though, have you? So
No.
Nervous?
I thought it reminded me. Yeah, I am a little bit nervous. I think it's naturally too big, because it means you're cursed, doesn't it?
You were one of my, sorry to embarrass you, but you were my favourite player growing up. That 2005 Ashes was the pinnacle for a lot of people my generation. What I love most about you was how your personality came out on the pitch, and you always look like you're enjoying yourself. Do we expect to see that as a head coach from you?
Well, I'm going to enjoy it, you know. Maybe sounds to be a football manager, a technical area shouting on the pitch and things like that, but I'm in a fortunate position. This competition, the 100, you're playing in front of a sellout crowd, you look around, it's families, it's kids. There's a real excitement around it. It's hard not to enjoy that. And that's one thing that I'm encouraging the players. You know, this is a treat, you know, walking out in front of, 20,000 people at Edinburgh. You talk about personality. I genuinely believe that players are at the best when you see the personalities in the game. So that's something which I want to see from the lads when they're out there. Engage the crowd, enjoy it, and hopefully in the dugout I'll just be sat looking on with a big smile on my face, enjoying watching some of the world's best cricketers perform in front of us.
You don't have the big headphones on?
No headphones and no notepad.
Not a notepad coach?
Not a notepad.
Not a meeting coach?
Oh, we had a meeting, not too many. I tried the notepad and I ended up just doodling it, so I won't be having one of them.
I saw you presented one of the lads their cap in the white ball, and you spoke about how cricket has given you so many opportunities. It feels like the 100 is the new era of, if that, for the next generation of players. How are you going to add to that at Headingley?
I think you look at cricket, personally, it's given me so much. It's all I ever wanted to do as a kid, player, and I got the opportunity to live my dream. And then it led to a lot of things away from the field. You know, working in TV all them years, essentially because I played cricket. It's nice to come back into that, and I feel really lucky to be back here. And I want the lads to, you know, cherish playing. You know, when you finish, you look back and it passes so quickly. But you just take time when you're out there, just to have a look around and take it in and live in the moment. And that's tending what I'm doing these days. It's living the moment and enjoying it, and that's something I want the players to do and the teams that play under us do as well.
You've managed to pull Ben Stokes back to the Superchargers.
He wants to. It's like everyone says, oh, all right, Ben, you got him to play.
Well, he's been out. He's not played for 2 years.
He's not. You know, he's had different reasons for doing that, injuries, this, that, and the other. And you look at him now, he's so fit, and you know, his back is one thing, but you see him bowling. You know, he's that all-rounder again, and he's like an iconic figure. He's got that aura that every time he walks into his room, people know he's there. You know, I went in the dressing room with England last year, and it was amazing watching him operate.
So how's it all been going?
It's been brilliant. First day was strange.
Why?
Well, you said it's like first head coaching. You know, we had the welcome chat where you were there, and the girls' team and the lads were all mixing together, which has been nice. I thought, should I speak here? And didn't. And then next day I just said a few words. Yeah, I've got good people around me, and that for me is always important. It allows me just to do what I want to do, knowing all them bases are covered, and I can concentrate on my stuff.
The crowds, I guess, in the 100, it's something that I've noticed. I've not played much in front of big crowds. You obviously would have done in your career, but it feels different. It feels like there's more families.
The nicer crowd, isn't it?
I think what I've found with the 100 is how important it is to keep those families coming back, because we're trying to get a new audience of cricket. We've simplified it with the 100, and that's obviously something you've done with your TV show as well, is trying to get people to have more opportunity to see the game a little bit differently.
Well, I think the 100 as a competition is one that I've really enjoyed, and then I watched a lot of it last year. The nice thing was at home, you turn your telly on at this time of year and there's cricket on every night. And it starts with the girls first, and it goes into the men's afterwards. And you're watching the world's best cricketers play every night of the week. And then you look around the stands and the crowd, and you're right, it is different. I know 100's got some of its detractors, but who cares? You look at its kids and its families, and people keep coming back. You know, with 100 ball, the game finishes earlier. As a parent, you've got young kids, that is a good thing. You can get them home. Like I say, I wanted to engage with the crowd. Western Terrace is the Western Terrace, and I think it's a slightly
dulled down, slightly dulled down. By the end of your game, it's not that dull.
No, really, brilliant. Yeah. But I want the lads to experience that. I want the lads to enjoy that. It's brilliant. Even on either side of the Western Terrace, it's just fun.
I tell you what, is nice that you'll obviously experience this year, but I've only ever played at Yorkshire as a away player, and that is horrible. Yeah. But having that as your home crowd is the best that I've played in front of.
Really?
Yeah.
I'll let you know on that
Big
after
advantage.
Friday. Yeah. No, I'm expecting them to get right behind us. And the one thing for the lads is that, you know, they're coming into these games and they get a chance to walk out in front of all them people who've turned up to watch them.
Paid money.
Such a nice feeling.
Last question. I feel like if the 100 had been around when you were in your prime, it would have been your ideal.
I'd have been top racket, wouldn't I?
You would have been.
No.
You would have been.
No, I don't know. You know what? I'm not sure. I'd like to have had a go. I'd have cracked it.
Singing Elvis on the mic.
Well, that was my only contribution to the Big Bash Fund at singing Elvis. But I think I've enjoyed the fun of it.
Yeah.
And the crowds and the occasion. Well, yeah, I don't know what I'd have done.
You'd have been great.
I'd have been a 60-gram pick.
No, you wouldn't. That would have been a steal for someone. Amazing. Well, good luck Friday.
And you, Crossy. Hope it goes well.
Me too.
Thank you.